which are the 7 products you could look, for example, to jump into and target for you to be able to turn in a good profit while doing imports. Guys, I'm going to talk about 7 products which are essential and actually they are fast moving products into the country with regards to how Kenyans purchase different products out there, and also with regards to the basic of needs of Kenyans. And of course, we're talking about you getting this product from China, for example, because of the economies of scale and also the possibility of you getting these products from China at a much cheaper price compared to getting them, for example, from Kenya or even around this country. And this all because the Far East has key economies of scale. In essence, labor to produce has gone down, and also inputs because of there are existing different industries out there which specialize, for example, in even making parts of anything. In essence, lowering down the cost of these ultimate products. And with that, the first product which you can import into the country and make good amounts of money is electronic products. I'm talking about everything electronic, guys. Thinking about woofers and subwoofers out there, thinking about watches, thinking about laptop, thinking about TVs, you name it. You can jump in the space of importing electronics into the country and you will be in very good business. And I'm saying so because we have people out there who have become multi-millionaires by importing electronics into Kenya. And it is a no-brainer. Import electronics into Kenya are much cheaper compared to any effort internally to make electronics. And this is because of there being economies of scale in China. And even, guys, some of the biggest brands out there, which are importing, for example, are European, are American, actually have manufacturing bases and manufacturing contracts in the Far East. Even things like, for example, Apple. And just to give you an example, in China, we're talking about there being dedicated companies even to assist, make simple parts of an electronic. Like, for example, a conductor. You can find different companies out there making conductors. And with that, it means that particular single piece going to that particular electronic is going to come down substantially in price. And now talking about even 100 different parts whose price have really gone down drastically because of economies of scale being brought together, is going to mean that also the ultimate product is going to be way cheaper. And guys, that is where we have an opportunity too, because you're going to get electronics from China much cheaper and then sell them in Kenya even twice the price, and be able to make good amounts of money. Albeit for imports, you won't be selling as a retailer, but you're going to push this cost also to the retailers for them to be able to push to their clients, okay? And then the second class of products is pharmaceuticals. Yes, guys, things relating to medicine and even other commodities bordering pharmaceuticals. This also is a good product to import into the country. And I don't think I need to elaborate much further in that. The same principle applies. Economies of scale from the Far East, which actually mean that the products getting into the country are going to be much cheaper, even after including the freight charges, including the taxes, as compared to those products manufactured in the country. And of course, the government has a way, for example, protecting this space and also harnessing the manufacturing space in the country, but we still aren't there yet. So you can jump into the pharmaceutical space and be able to make insane amounts of money. To give you a simple example, people, for example, imported face masks into the country when COVID-19 started from the Far East. Guys, these people actually became multi-millionaires in just weeks because they could get this product from China, face masks at very cheap prices, and then bring them into the country. Of course, we had companies within the country which were also doing this particular kind of business, but their economies of scale are not just right for that particular point in time because of materials being expensive, and even they didn't have the specialty of ensuring they have streamlined manufacturing processes. This meant products from China were actually much cheaper, and that's still the case, guys. You can look to jump in pharmaceuticals and be able to make good amount of profit too, okay? And then the third class of products which you can import and make good money is automotive. I don't need to say more, guys. Kenya relies mostly on vehicles from the Far East. And with that, also, there are very many companies out there making spare parts in the Far East. Guys, you can jump into this space and be sure you're going to make a killing because you getting automotive parts from the Far East into the country, more so for those essential automobiles in the country. Talk about vehicles like Toyota, Mazda, key vehicles on the roads in Kenya. Guys, you're gonna make a killing. This one because you're gonna be able to get those spare parts from outside there at much cheaper price, bring them into the country, and of course, we're talking about there being a high demand of these services in the country. Just going by, for example, the auto repair shops we see in the country, the car wash we see in the country, the petrol stations we see in the country. And be sure you're going to make a killing with this, because talking about spare parts, talking about even lubricants, talk about anything relating to automotives in the country, and be sure you're going to be able to make insane amounts of money, even twice what you've incurred to purchase these products from out there. And of course, we're talking about an evergreen situation. This so because Kenya is a country on the move, and with that, it also means that the demand for these services and also auto parts is actually even throughout the year. Unlike those seasonal products out there, people must move, and with that, it means also the repair of motor vehicle parts must continue to happen on a regular basis. Okay? And then guys, the other products you can import into the country and make good amounts of money is clothing products. Yes guys, anything which is wearable on someone's body, clothing products. And with this, we're talking about both physical clothes and even shoes. Guys, with that, you can make a killing. This is a product which is also ever in demand. And with that, be sure you're getting these products from the Far East, from China, where we have economies of scale, things like shoes, guys, things like even garments, which are manufactured at much cheaper prices out there. Getting them into the country is going to mean that actually you're going to be able to make a huge killing. More so because we're talking about products that are ever in demand. More so if you're targeting, for example, fast moving products when it comes to clothing, shoes, ladies' clothes, kids' clothes, be sure you're going to be able to make a killing. And by the way, I can give you an example. We have, for example, in the recent past seen the sprouting up of kids, clothes, and baby shops in the country. This so because there are those savvy business people in the country who have seen the gap and began importing these products directly from the Far East. And with that, they have the opportunity of importing them and even having their own branded shops, which are actually selling this product and are able to make insane amounts of money. I was conversing with one of the business persons a few weeks ago, and even I was shocked to learn, for example, they make 4 times the cost of what they incur to blow them into the country. Think about it. Someone making a profit of even almost 100%. That is insane business to get into. Okay, guys, that's the 4th product you can look to import into the country. And related to that, the 5th product which actually you can import into the country is accessories and also jewelry. These are actually complementary of the clothing items. Things like, for example, scarf. Things like, for example, handbags. Things like, for example, even jewelry out there, earrings. Guys, also, China is making these products much faster at way better prices. Why not jump or even specialize in accessories? Get them into the country. Things like, for example, ladies' bags. Guys, these have insane amounts of money. And of course, you as an importer, you can also put your markup on there and then collaborate with key wholesalers in the country, sell to them, and also for them to sell at a profit. In other words, in the entire spectrum, we have each and every person out there enjoying the piece of the cake. And business is gonna go on. So you could also look to jump into this space and specialize in, for example, accessories and be able to make good amounts of money, right? And then guys, the 6th product, which actually also guys, you can make a killing on importing from China into Kenya, is you importing beauty products. I don't need to say much on this, guys. Kenyan ladies use awesome beauty products out there. Things like, for example, different kinds of body lotions, hair products, makeup products, you name it. Anything relating to beauty products, you can import into the country and make insane amounts of money. More so, if you get them from the Far East, because of the economies of scale, guys, be sure you're going to be able to make good amounts of money. Because we're also talking about the kind of products which are ever in demand. To give you an example, if someone is used, for example, to using makeup, be sure they're going to continuously be using makeup. In other words, these products have kind of like an even curve with regards to how the demand looks like. So, jump into this space of getting beauty products into the country. And be sure you're gonna be making a killing on that front too. And then the last product I want to discuss, product number 7, is anything relating to food stuff. Also guys, food is a key thing in Kenya. And if you can address the food headache in the country, be sure you're gonna be able to make insane amounts of money. Thinking about, for example, getting like rice from the Far East, getting things like sugar from the Far East. With that also, you can be able to make good amount of money. And of course, food stuff, you might require, for example, additional license depending on the kind of food stuff you want to import in the country. But be sure you're gonna be able to make good amount of money too, because you're talking about the kind of products which are equally even in demand throughout the year. What do you all think about, for example, these products I've talked about? Do you think these 7 products can assist you achieve profitability by importing them into the country from the Far East? Personally, I think these are awesome products for you to jump into and to start on when you're thinking about importing things into the country. What do you think about these products? Thanks a lot for watching this video. I look forward to sharing with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye, and you all take care.